Hi, and welcome back to my allotment. Well, not quite. As you can see, I'm not actually in the allotment today. This is actually my back garden. The last few weeks have been really wet here in the UK. I mean, it's quite nice today, which is a bit of a break in the weather. But that wetness combined with the really limited access I've got, because I can only go up there at the weekends at the moment because of the short days. I've just not really got started at all this year. So in this short video, what I thought I'd do is give you an idea of what I've got planned for the year in terms of the allotment. But by the way, I'm still learning Final Cut Pro, which is a video editor that I use, so I apologise in advance for the dodgy graphics that are about to appear now. As you can see from the picture, which I took a week or so back, the plot's in pretty poor shape. It's completely waterlogged to the point where even the weeds have given up, which potentially that's a good thing, I suppose, but in terms of actually getting stuff done, it's been really awful. I can't complain too much though, because while mine is pretty soggy, it's doing much better than some of the other plots on the allotment. I mean, some of them are actually literally underwater. I did have an email from the council who are responsible for the allotment. Was it last week? They basically said, yeah, they're aware of the situation and they're going to try and do something about the drainage, because yeah, it's just some people are just, goodness knows how they're going to manage to do anything for the next couple of months until things drain, because it's on a slight slope and all the water's draining down from sort of my end of the allotments into the other end. Anyway, on to what I've got planned. So I'm intending to try and make this year as simple as possible for me, and I bought seeds on that basis. So starting from the right hand side of the plot, what I'm intending to plant is, here at the back where I've got the sprouts currently, I'm intending to do sprouts again. I did read that that's possibly not a good idea, that you should move your sprouts around, so that might change, but I'll have a think about that a little bit later. In front of the sprouts, we're going to put some cabbages in, and then in this section here, a little bit further forward, we're going to go for tomatoes. So typical red tomatoes, definitely, but Kim saw somebody with black tomatoes last year, so we're going to try growing some black tomatoes as well. And then in the front section here, we're going to go for carrots. On the left hand side, what I'm aiming to do is keep the rhubarb going where it is now. I mean that actually came from my parents' house, and I mean literally it's been there since I was a kid. So that's quite a long time, and it's just been fine in the same place. I'm assuming that just leaving it there is going to be okay. In front here, I'm going to go for cauliflowers, and then red onions in front of that. In the greenhouse, we're going to try chilies and some peppers again. I say again, we've been doing that in the in this garden at home, but yeah, I'm going to go for chilies and peppers in there. And then lettuce in front of that here, potatoes, and then cucumber. Although actually, I mean, as you can probably see, this is looking a little squashed on the left-hand side. So what we might need to rejig that and sort of move things around a little bit, but that's a general plan anyway. As well as vegetables, we're intending to put a few flowers in this year as well. So over on the right-hand side, we're going to go for sweet pea in the back right here. In the front of the plot on the right hand side, we're going to go for wallflowers. And on the back left, I mean, this is possibly been a bit too ambitious at the moment, but we're going to go for grapes. Although, to be honest, I think we might actually do grapes next year rather than this year, just get the basics sorted out, as I said at the start, and then sort of move on to that. But there you go. So there you have it, that's what I've got planned. As I said at the start, I'll try not to be too ambitious, really just do enough to get me going, that's all really. Just to give you an idea of some of the things that will be coming up in the next few videos. I'm going to quickly run through the Christmas presents I got, the ones that are allotment related anyway, so it's still obviously January, so I hope I can still talk about Christmas, that sort of thing. I'll also be digging the plot over as soon as it's dried out enough to do that anyway. I bought a new toy just before Christmas, so it's an electric rotavator which I'm going to use to dig it over. So you'll see me doing that, and also give you my views on it once I've had a bit more of a play with it. And given it is January, so heading into February, I might be looking at getting something started like the peppers and chilies. So I'll plant those, and well, probably leave them in the house actually for the time being, but just get them moving. Based on past experience with those, they do take ages to get started, so that's what I'll be doing there. And more to come after that. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.